Here's why it's okay to break no contact with an ex that dumped you. I'm Benny Lichtenwallner. I help people get their exes back. And a lot of other people teach that if somebody dumped you, you should wait as long as it takes to hear back from that person in no contact because they dumped you. And it's really not a bad idea in the sense that, for somebody that kicked you to the curb, they have to become convinced through your absence and your loss that that you're a catch, and that they need to put the effort in and try to fight for you and all these things, and that's absolutely right. But there comes a certain period of time that's passed where you'll still have that novelty factor, and they may never come back for whatever reason. Sometimes people don't go back, but it doesn't mean that you wouldn't have a chance with them. And if you want to figure that out, it's okay to reach out to them for this reason. In any given interaction, whoever's being more reactive to the other person and whoever is trying harder is at the bottom of the power dynamic. So, in other words, you can reach out to your ex and be the first one to initiate, but as long as you're not trying harder than them and you're not being reactive to them as much, you're still at the top. And over a series of interactions, as long as you're consistently holding that space where you're not really reaching for their approval, but you're still interacting with them, having fun and putting effort in, but just less than them, you're still drawing them in. And that's why it's okay to break no contact with your ex, because as long as you know how to handle the interactions, you're going to be okay. You're not crawling back to them asking for their approval, right? Because just because you hit them up first doesn't mean that you need to be the one that's trying harder. So when I get on calls with my one-on-one clients, I teach them a series of rules that helps govern their behavior in relation to their ex, so that way they can, pull off this sort of top of the power dynamic spot. They can flex that spot with ease because there's just a handful of memorizable rules. So if you are worried about breaking no contact with your ex because you don't want to basically be taken for granted, but you want some help, click into my profile, click this link right here, set up a call with me, tell me your story, and then I'll explain to you step by step how it works in order to get your ex back.